inti ensuatraman for no like I imagine say ya bebobo ama obi beba wo so obere da bia na nya ya me ba bia wo dia mo fa siru a me pena se mo mra mo fa Lionel Messi and what football players I can say na mo fo mo megu ensuatraman ho se mo no mo bo match enya me Kwame Amoh sebi se hunu se na wase ejai en kan se nipa bi se we yen se hunu se bi ejimi sem kakra no wukura wo mobi ko support keke osi aji atinye ntimu de se kanya gbo mi nie ko wo de wo na wonya ade ene na mass call line is sign sani pa wo se de na ba utimu wo twese kan de wo obi no EPL wo nhwe bi wo Spanish La Liga wo nhwe bi wo na supporters na wo mo ko park ni no me tese kan do wo mo ho aka be yo fa mo EPL akotwa ho bet kura za wo peska eye nsan hunu na eba ni say ya me pa chopi yes no man procedure ko sasem we ensi the field of play and NC because of football and na ye fie ni e mantem when sasem ye see ya most certainly ni power yes and ye be hwehwe na nyakye police amamunya maji efefo asem wo mamunya ya fa ma Premier League wo mo hwe ne dada dwumedie su no ni panadi ewu wo chinu asadi obi die ewu a ekwanya ye de na fa so no mo fa no fa so e ma yan kasa ye football wunti enso sani ya ya man ko fa take dada se boom and wo didi se wu enti yentumi ko park so nko hwe ball wa dunu fan se yakwa kwhwe ball ewi aba awo bia entertain ne fie Democrats some way say still as one try ejabo try ye show mo ball fefefe enti mo nya argument bi debate mo nya bi wo yakoba san de na GFA be ya no ne say nso atema ye be bane wo mo say wo mo mbo home match beyond that bet we the nipa na wawu no na nkwa ba and you social crime main life disaster here see supporters still a bien nie ka obi ba na ligi football who do football ti say me kwa football and then now somebody baba be bo mama nye ofie say obi a wo say ke just because of football yes hunu papa media no pay me Ghana police service asem mama munya maji ye fe phone ko the best they can do and so mo be ban instructor man say mo match wo mu kro police for mo nya se me ni pa no wadi ewu na ye me won say 15 no abesin dem and they will be an police for the report about the enemy. Nipani ya chinwa, and my young kasa football. Then for you quick na court na so big deal wa. President ya bonu kwa bi pepe. Chance and phone is unu ni ye ni say ye beja. E ye nkurase sam enye ni bie. And let me football. So focus mama ba ko pena no so abia na tondo na transport no kro mu a wan keka bi nche ani pe bi biye wu ase sebi adwene do mu timu wo mu de bo computer game ase sebi awon money bi le kuta remote control de ase sa wo imagine control ma abia na nkrofo ko ado se ye kwa akohwe police for munchi lipa yajimu di wo chinwa mama umye ni DA fast mama nya no mama nya no football because football ye nku lipa wo protocol management nso na me biemu amokaka. So didn't you see the signs on the wall say so atraman na makọ ho no One must have hostility. I want them firm when you arrive. You see a deep walk or continue to Cabo Dabo, then tomorrow, woman. Said the Akosi, the certainly around the Babani. At least you come to Mr. G protest, we say. A quiet swat, a man, the more fast from Ramuko do. Mobono, so Namuya, and fast from German, you can't. Until GFA, every Ghana Premier League, one more just to me institute. Minority for say, Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Axe Bagby. Suspension in the so suspended for minority MPs. From some at all. Can you MPP man you kuna mambo abreso Lord Komi no man penyatina ye The new publisher the Democrat and say National Security phobia boy when fear say suit The cars our makwase say cars get doesn't if you okra change garage you be get to know him abeka say we ton cars and I hoye habo Abuwa for be try say national security for musu omukwan. Said ya na no elements I say we see Paul kwan. Na kwan ya national security for do ma fast no. Na say won to siki. Won mo ntwe riti no kra wo mega. Ah yes, minority for na ka say. Say honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford back there. Need to me be as a best suspended. I see we 49. National Education Forum. Hey, forum be a man penny John Dramani Mahama to say. Wamunasi kwa gani umesi. Na baby sister. Baby and sister. Baby and sister yes sister. Ah, one more. Not yan come. Mahama sets up committee to plan national education forum. Yeah, committee to plan national education forum. That's right. Kotoko supporters stabbed to death during game between Kotoko and Nswatremai. Football team. Wokubi. Why do you need papa? When you me a crowd. If it's a Nipan, a toy, if it's a computer game, right? You be wood, oh, you don't want to answer, baby. Rabbi, we are with 70 years. And I said, we will be with them. How you should make it. We did them on Peso Backward Gina traffic, Master Jessica. On a Moyen shoemaker and crack. 70-year driver here at the car Bonaco. Our awesome. I'm trying to pay the yes one strata man, Mammy Raho, papa. And to be frank, it hasn't gotten me to the best mood for this morning. Because, hey, especially so you're football fanatic to Samia. Open ball to Samia. I will go stadium to Samia. And to the coast stadium, Nessa would trim a bed down crowd when you move find some at the Ashabon if you. Because we go in Sebi Monfan, you are dancing once as you trim said Jimmy Phoebe. Now you move to me, I can. Now what did you Kutani be our no be Koshabok, I cannot Spanish will be Koshabon, not screwdriver channel. I don't want to hear ECG personnel as a light of car basis a meter. I don't face we Spanish one with the question. I don't want now your bonus, Yakwako Lusuka ties. Once again, this is my passionate appeal to the Ghana Police Service. Ghana Police Service, here, Jimudi. Pam so say be ya nipa na wafim no pole. Ono ankasa ni nebusuafo akoma beto wo mu yem. Na the entire Kotoko supporters, management ne the football team. Wamakuma beto wo mu yem. And then it's a perpetrators of this heinous crime. Mo beto no. Nam de na famra kwanso. To a logical and legal conclusion. And to what you say can this you? Pretend Rabesi na ya can want to feel so your hero. We are Woodini. You are a murderer. We are Woodini. We are man before Pamumun Tuni and Quansa Mortina. The book at Neja Brandon Swank, more than it be a walk running walk. Why are you scaring people off Abraye DDG? 7 after 7, live on OK 101.7 FM. So, and I pay the Santa Muna Massive for choosing OK 101.7 FM this morning and for choosing to be part of Ade Akye Abia. Hana Ghana Kasa Hana Ghana T. Thank you once again. And I pay we are streaming live over your social media platforms. Nina, so join us with your views and opinions. Matters are rising. Just yesterday, so at Ramane Kotoko football match. Biachi will be a cool. All right, it's 8 minutes after 7. Yadaye na ya once say yesia. I would media so. Now this way chocolate drink. Ajina mu say. Anopa bia obekenyan. Anopa bia obewoso. Anopa bia obemu ahoden. Okay. Titru say you you need an order yejuma. This way chocolate drink the purpose say no. Mesra say weekend di minim a year wedding engagement outdooring. And my pressure about so pa ma wana pass pa Sanya samwa uka we utrimu kura senke na wo madwuma. Pachopi. Per this way chocolate drink nanom. Ebe Kenya eni hana betiako. En Kenya be bama. Be sere waka kwa adwuma kwa ye adwuma. Dia wunya ni nsohye because aya nopa. Now because of enrun so na to awia kakra nti ama woda no. Ayeku obi se achele. Enti fensohye ye. This what you drink and chiri. The chiri say ebi wo ho. No aye mre wa ho ode so ate. Wa ye mojo wa ye gove bro da se kontumre Ade Akye. Wa petata wo di adwuma teko. Wa ho ode so ate. Na this way wo ho. Na wonum bi. Dia this way chi ano no. Menyo ho abro. Pesachet baako. Ti anugu cap mfa nsohie gum num. Ubetumi achikosia dia shapan num dia boso no problem. Ubetumi atobo fruit so na obesoma me ato biscuit abrewa no problem. Ade bia ye dunu muti. Ubetumi dia nom this way chocolate drink. Sabre ya no nkron apa smadu apa nonso wen. Ye say ye nkran say nobody respects a rag until their shoes get dirty. Nobody respects a rag until their shoes get dirty. Wabi bianiwa wadu abuoni ani die mantumago. Although yesu huntumago a ya bu no because wada adaka mu pen. But yet obi bianiwa obuntumago. Ebra obehu se ye de obuoni ani die e mantumago. Ebra obehu se ye hwehwe ntumago akira kwan. Aye bra. Enkrofo shoes hu aye fi. Wana ntumago mo ba mfaso e kwa hwehwe ntumago akira kwan. Pacho. Enano pe ye ntumago. E wa semika tire me no. Don't beg people to know your value. empre wo sequence ato veranda so menya bia se me man krofo hu me value said de me sombo fa empre man krofo hu empan krofo che so wo mbehu said de wo sombo fa. No, when the time comes, nobody will tell them to look for you. Oh, what may you touching on? Yatua jejemu yamfa won ya hwe. But the ones who nim say bibi wo mu. Ones who nim say wo sombo, wo so wan faso. But in Crawford you find yourself among them no. Wo mu hu ne saa. Empower mo chew. Emprese wo mbehu your value suma wo sombo ene de wo mu se bre no so a wo entuma gwatema wo ka kire me no mienu no se enye obi na be ka kire wo me se wo mo mahwi wo kira kwan. Clear example Judges chapter 11. Where they Jephthah nuanom de ye no wo mo pam no sa akokɔ said the yapam akokɔ de afiri eburo ni nteten wamo pamon say alemute high. Bible said no cosete on a land be a friend top. Yapam Jephthah didn't beg them. Wamo say free papa says so we don't want you to be here and be a beneficiary or a partaker of our father's inheritance. Ko Jephthah so sinu say bibi wonu mu value wankawe okoy ebusuan na bra bi bai na ntokwa ben ne papa kromufo so enye obi anya Jephthah na beka kire wo mo se bra anya Jephthah na kwaka kire wo mo se me wa hantimu mra wa mo a bisa na kire akwan kwahwehwe no. Me say when the time comes nobody will tell them to look for you. One na do amunasi mirika kwa hwe ni bibia wo ko the land of Tob kopa ne tell say now we know your worth, now we know your value, now we know what you are made of. That's right. Me say nobody respect a rag until their shoes get dirty. Emfa ragen ho no emfa no ho o stay in the corner beg say this is my value, I am an element of dignity and honor. No, beg you to know because rag knows. Okay. So when the time comes nobody will tell them to look for it. And boom one bonfiansa. And pray one for one she said. Say be ya ye be who you are, what you are, and what you are capable of. When the time comes, you see nobody will tell them to look for you. 7:15. Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM. Yasama machima makwa babio. Ade Akye Abia nie. Waka ya hu de na ene ye beba wura nsem no mu kama na ya ka ne se de wo se ye ka no na bibia ye fine na ye de bon krata no a nsem ne de aba papa bebre still ban pani John Dramani Mahama epeke wa peke egusu peke na wo bibisa na da be na bedroom so wodi ewo mu a onsa beka. Oh yes, so wodi ewo mu a why not onsa beka no dodo. Matters are rising and mamenhwe Ghanaian Times are saying a futua free NP National Petroleum Authority wo another Ghanaian times enim ho a what their body Dr. Mr. Eduji Tamaklu NPA boss mfonyini abata asem no ho se we dey besre na yenso ejasisia no kwan ba kwa ebefa so asa no se NPA etuyefo okay say na se o fele o cylinder no a emfa say inside emfa si inside Facia Bontina from Manfan. We, aye, Ade Akye betumi aboama. Ejasese to de wofie no, yetumi etu ase. Efutu yente na supam because empempi no say ekoba say ejato baby na fire service for ko ho na wo mo boy amane ya. Empempi na free cylinder. Cylinder. And a deba. Now, as man, the Yajon want to pay. Aye, Donald Trump. American man penny, and I'm more would to say. Illegal migrant no be uncle in fee. No be uncle. Na. Will be uncle no. Then. The debate and the argument is fine. Obianko. Now, Sabi, America, woman crop for other nations and now. In Tiabagana, here, America for 1 year, Juma, our maimu, our mamma just and Srahe. Would it be fair, say? Yes, Rebecca said, hey, Mosomon Quay, considering he'll be our. Now, Matitin Komobia, especially China. Now, in the coming days, and Yamian Fafia, China mine, Aya American Ibia will be in a year because China no way. I didn't know being here from America was it. When you're free war, China will cease to be China. Yanom San in a beer, a Cobana Saya, who bet 3 years and say, the Ayamedia Maya in actually still, your cocoa who are beg. You're down warm. And Sana and Sakoyano. Instead, they be a your home battery, but dear Donald Trump, a silent message bang. And what the true leaders of Africa. A bibremu as a man penny for. Dear Papa Sassy, a dance of no park at him. Bianco no crum. Bianco no crumo. And then we'll be the right up will be by. Minimum that. Say a no crow. Say no crow so. But say no crow. As somebody the can a wall right up num. But what they said Donald Trump na Troy. Me anya nipa wo Troy na yamasem. But the content as some woman say you know it's worth it. Mpona wo Troy no. Ne Troy no watro no. Africa de anyame aye wonye den biem. What's it? If after 50 years of independence you have not built the necessary infrastructure for your people, are you human? Oh, when you found 1957, no one African country be no so Canada. Then you found time way. Ubabun kunta na ba bezi se wo munya found no. Enfinsie duo 50 years upon. Then obi say. Wunya found 50 years ago. Na wo wuntumi nyense ye ne ntoto ya. Wo man ni mu ebetumi ama adese no ho ato wo mo. ade se na nyatumi nya asomdwe na enno wo mo kon se wo mbetu bata wo mo se bata tu onya bone de wasen se wonya bibi se yi asabi na onipa wo ye no ene sei was if you sit on gold, if you sit on diamonds, if you sit on oil, uranium, iron, copper, silver, magnesium, crude oil, gas, and then saying there be lithium, and still your people die of hunger without health and with nothing to live on, with terrible education. Do you feel human? There be na wo asase mu a sika wom a muni bi. Sika ko gold. Danchamo. Diamond, oil, uranium, iron, copper, silver, magnesium, crude oil, gas, lithium. Uwe we na na steel. O manfo ni ahutom. O manfo ni asumdiem. Ekom na eku omo na onipa na wo ye no. Nipa ben. Ansana Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. America fo ya ekotu ne sesa. Wabra wonye eboni bia. Be ka kira man say na say ena or abusing human rights ni ade. Mukwa yekoku no wie Libya te say. Motumi di human rights na ba.
Okay, 101.7.
Libya desert man. O man ye desert sa. Enso yento pipe mu. Na meka no, Muammar Gaddafi mu pa so de ebenya bi na ache. Apawo. Muammar Gaddafi mu de oman a eman nya djuma. Mema ne udi obi a watu kwan ko Libya da bisa no. Bisa ne se Libya. Ehwa asetena before wo mutu Muammar Gaddafi so se kuno no. Na what is saying? Me catch pa se senkenya sebi Muammar Gaddafi ne saso ena edi mampani wo Africa amanso a enkenya ne se obiti na bro tira wo keka dia wo keken so what I say wodika but we have the likes womu hu say no, the black man indeed is capable of managing his own affairs. Me se me opa womu a na womu di Muammar Gaddafi bro womu di netia na nipa desert wotumi astore in so for next 20 years to come. On my ye desert no importation bibia ye wo kromu ho san krofo no san no mu chiri o san no mu chiri se wo mu onu ni twaka bia onu ni se wo so unya bibia mfiri wo mo o ma wo mo me la so la pe no mu tu sisa Muammar Gaddafi, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Ono asaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah nka mo wo a enka Africa enye de ayeyi ema nei yenka keka ensem sei emfa nkyere yeyi koba Adana Kenya actually wuje free World Health Organization. Kenya as a World Health Organization. Woman can be you. Kwaba. And that's how the bankrupt anymore. Wa capture minority. Minorities are someone wa moka. Edia ye anu ye dia ma speaker of parliament. And I'm obi otu an on Friday if you dano. Semna sebeja phone 9 bi wa suspend wo mo na tafom na sebejeni eyonabo eko asefo Vincent yare ne hwen komo twetwe ase e wa asem ye ho honorable okay FM sini mache
patro na joso
patro boko de
me adom na mo pabo pay ho ye na so
oh nyame adom kakrakra na no fiada no speaker na mo wan otu ye no oti ye your initial response.
Well, my menche what for menche what come for in house Well, and Minya Quine as I shared the ruling of the Speaker. Yamawawa, I still don't find the head and the tail in law. If we say, Ubakaya, even when Adam, and if, when they sent, even God knowing very well that Omaye Sadiano and Omaye Bone, he still gave them an opportunity to be heard. Or said to you, Adam, so for you, sell the boo be for, and now the boo be attained. The natural principle inherent in every law and based on law of equity, you must have listened to the person. You must have given a hearing to the person. And what say uti ni pano? Na uti ni via. Asana ubuna tanya, ubuna tanya. In the absence of a hearing, with the greatest of respect, it makes nonsense of everything.
Honorable, not even the minority leader was invited to be a Omrana on behalf of Ninyano MP. Your suspect say, Womudi de course mape preja on from Omoside Demra.
Oh, I was with the minority leader on the appointments committee. And your leadership in the Habib Mubakatre say, this is what I see on the floor of Parliament. No consultation, no conferring with leadership of Parliament, nothing, just a unilateral decision. So, Kwame Amoh, I am not in any way, and please let that be clear, I am not in any way saying said the CNA. I condemn it. A troubling situation, and it shouldn't have happened. It's shameful. But said him, they can kind of say, when Uncle Pompo said, Adam, if I am Bonino, knowing very well, say, Bonino, because of only the Panko, I will be a Sanomotia Sassiso. I wouldn't say, I don't know why. And from Osaka, he still gave them a hearing. So, inherent in our laws and Article 19 of the 1992 Constitution, which talks about fair trial, inherent in there is the principle of natural justice. Sir Samoba, now bring up Quine with TV panel. Abia, there might be something winning because you've not been on the committee. The original based on hearsay. One Casadia. Only any evidence in terms of say the one cast out one who is and I say when you're quite I hearing. And until that, and from so the brie, the ruling, and for so would be the same. They will say saving the tear was the banner was at the center stage of this mess. To be fair, Miaminia Penny Befi was also there. We MPP Baku, NDC Baku. Why was their name not mentioned? April 1. And I say Asemba, no one yabutra. What's the Asemno? Especially when we know very well. Even the Asante Mamu Kampono. Assembly no someone there. No one now would travel once what I would do. And unfortunately, that is what the Speaker of Parliament, Ade Akye Abia, say. We are not in the jungle state. This is a democratic state that is hinged on constitutional supremacy. Not parliamentary supremacy, not executive supremacy, not judicial supremacy, but on constitutional supremacy. The same constitutional supremacy that has created his position as a Speaker of Parliament, that has given him an opportunity to lead as Speaker of Parliament. You cannot be seen to approbate and reprobate at the same time. You cannot be seen to approbate and reprobate at the same time because Ade Akye Abia to me, so you're Speaker of Parliament. As per chapter 9, yes, chapter 9 of the 1992 Constitution. And the standing orders, order 6, 5, thereabout. Now, also Constitution, also another place, I afraid to be fair here in Article 19. You don't want to follow it? You don't want to follow it?
Honorable.
And I obey a lawyer crown for a dim nothing, and a paying with the lawyer bear 30 years, or no can't some now back. Wait. The woman.
Honorable,
the fact that somebody has been a lawyer for over 30 years and has been in Parliament for over 32 years does not mean that the person cannot make a mistake. Does not mean that you cannot make constructive critique about statements that are made by that person in law. Even if I am 2 years or 1 year at the bar, it does not mean that I do not understand the principles of law. Principles of constitutional law, cardinal of which are very critical and hinge and pinned on the centrality of what constitutional law is. It's natural justice. Here, the person. Here, the other side. You cannot do without it.
Honorable, then knowing very well the process was the Speaker FM, Lord Institute set punishment. Now, one fason, I mean, I quack and some way in Abano. Then a Beman Speaker to Sana Mono without going through the due process, said you're watching the material pay.
Well, I don't know why I we are assume the second position. So, which may be here of Parliament. This is the first time that we've done things that are not in consonance with the law. It's not the first time. We have done a number of things. And from now on, so. But of course, we always have a way to justify it. So, the man, after the marking, a court and saying, would say now, the Supreme Court Kaya. Which is a normally the bill was. No, from Kamian Casamianco. Speaker of Parliament now would say. You know, he's one of the speakers of Parliament. First time me panasem because one, the principles are or when it comes to Catholicism, it's enviable. And my social background that I like because we have mass together when it comes to members of Parliament who are Catholic, the issues and all that. He has so much interest in it. He supports my opportunity for us to deal with all the Catholic bishops. And so I love him. But when it comes to issues of law, unfortunately, sometimes, considering his experience and the number of years with this Parliament, I am because I don't see why he should be making such statements. You don't even need to be a lawyer before you know basic constitutional law. LLB. Position. Knows principle of natural justice and can even support you with a lot of cases where if you don't hear the other side, you have a problem. Awuni versus AG. A number of cases. So, the big management, Anna, the SIA want to say, oh dear. Now, but no chef, the ruling no. Ruling no, or no starting no. Hey, one. Privileges committee. Anyhow. A privileges committee, anyhow no. And Memono, and after a standing order, so no standing order. 5. The man who 2 minutes or best set up. A special committee. A privileges committee, the interpretation that I will put on it, and they say the special committee is in place of the privileges committee, and they're supposed to do the work of the privileges committee that is not in existence. So now the big question is, privileges committee, it's very important. Special committee, privileges committee, because on one kind of privileges committee, the special committee, that's it. And the idea privileges committee, and a board team, the dinner boy and the ratio, our parliament, MP before me, also. Now, idea, I was a that committee way. And they say, "Omo Baba Shishim, no more we are. My recommendations." And only due process, that is what is supposed to be done. So that the committee will call these people that have been affected in their own understanding and estimation based on the videos that they've seen. Now, how much the videos, Omo will say, "Ah, hey, we, and that's it. Open chain, hey, you see, and that's it." Now, what you want, and what you want here, now, faith committee, the recommendations are why? Committee, no recommendations, about on the floor of Parliament. You, committee recommendations, no, on Speaker of Parliament. About on the floor of Parliament, and a plenary. To make a decision. You best suspend you, be an answer and suspend you. The Speaker of Parliament is to move a beer. There's no role to play as you. You're suspending, and after they are suspended. He has no role to play.
And Jordan, what about the Speaker?
No role to play. A man must say, privileges committee, and privileges committee, it is hinged on the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. It is also hinged on the standing orders of Parliament. A recommendation to plenary. Now, young MPs, recommendation into a case in point. Canada Japan, when he was found to be in contempt of Parliament, and this is also hinged on Article 122 of the 1992 Constitution. And Article 2 of the 1992 Constitution talks about general contempt, which deals with the fact that if the dignity of Parliament affront the dignity of Parliament. So we be being as an image of Parliament and has been tainted as a robust privileges committee like Canada was brought to the privileges committee. Now, plenary in the year, you have two markers a branch of the Speaker, the only role that he has is to pronounce the recommendation. That is to pronounce the decisions that has been made by Parliament. That is the only role that the Speaker of Parliament has, according to our laws. That is the only role. He only pronounces it. Parliament, and the Speaker of Parliament in can you. The members of Parliament did when we form Parliament, make a decision, then the Speaker of Parliament communicates that on our behalf. Or other goes to play, of course, on the floor of Parliament and all that. Now, also, I could show you now upon one, Parliament, which is the standing orders of Parliament. The OUP and Carbon, maybe to but I want to make sure that I should try to do and the mass be ready. And the committee not national. That's all mobile chain swan, mobile chain will be a swan. I should try one any day. At first instance, the way upon here be kind. And now why idea it painted the image of Parliament for the first time, which is also a number 4 days. At first instance, clearly, assuming without admitting that I'm not on paper at Parliament, not me not mind, why upon it be a minimum reaction or so. How about Jerry Ahmed, who is the first timer? Clearly, for near the first time we gave. Even if the Speaker of Parliament has any responsibility, so we're punished. Jerry Ahmed, the first time in Parliament, the first time I be beer, assuming without admitting that committee no, it would be wonderful. But at second instance, you are supposed to be suspended for 8 days. And at third instance, you are suspended for 12 days. So the big question is, the Honorable Speaker of Parliament, please, where did you get your 2 weeks off? Obviously, oh yeah, no law, 30 years. Oh, I've got 2 years, so say, oh, bah, oh, now back away because the society not seeing I know. The minute someone, as I said, there are no crown for ya. Intimate can't say, we know. Baby, we in the sea and Kababwa, and they see in the tear. Because Kwame Amoh question the statement, or no one can say privileges committee, the privileges committee, the special committee in America, and it's a special committee, nobody piano, or yet they say privileges committee. Privileges committee for no so, or must do anything.
And
what should do anything? Overshare, not contempt, proceedings to be about my youth. Or should know what Bobo as 7 moment here the pan. Do you think the committee no more international? I won't hear thank of one and that's someone I want without hearing them. No more betrayal the Abba. And we are when based on the video I saw. No. The committee clearly is not going to do that, especially from what you yourself said. Committee name, yes, sir. It is the one insisting a committee name per year, and then I won't now but check. Now for the due process. The due process we are. So a very unfortunate statement that came from the Speaker of Parliament. It is unlawful. It is illegal. It has no space in our laws. It cannot be accepted. A bad precedent that has been set. We cannot allow it to stand. Allowing it to stand will mean that, as I posted somewhere on my Facebook wall, speaker meeting now, so I can say for mention about Obama. Then so I am denying you of representation. And I'm denying the people of Ghana or the people of Utah for representation in Parliament. And to Kofi without any basis. We cannot allow that to stand. The media should be interested. Civil society should be interested. This is plain law. This is basic law. We don't need a PhD in law to understand this.
Honorable,
Don't use 10 years at
do
the
you
back to
believe?
understand it.
Do you believe? Our other school of thought to be a womujidi say we deliberate attempt speaker person or to or do chincham my name.
I said, adeɛ no only adeɛ bi say na say any mmɛmu anaasɛ mfa mu akwan so a ɔma ho kwan ma obiara kyerɛkyerɛ n'adwene ma ho kwan ma nkɔfo ɛka sɛ na adeɛ a woyɛ deɛ ada ɛwahyɛ da anaa anaa is it a way to suppress the energized minorities nti well as I said no one ɛbɛba no ho kwan ma obiara ka n'adwene me deɛ meyɛ lawyer ni deɛ mahyɛ badwa ni. So I cannot be making those arguments. But as I said, I'm saying in a so and conform for a model. Almost works here. Almost against our montino. They can only see through what is happening. Because on one statement in defeat, on one suspension of the man. The statement, committee the maintenance issue. One social for the Obu on Obu Matin. What be that?
In as much as the speaker as minority mo pese yanyanti yes he aired ewo anamona otu ye nimu no yet descriptions bi amodia memema namontuo no describing it as dangerous precedent and an attack on democracy no ebi unu sasa mu exaggerate anamona watu no enye hu saa ana mo pese mo man ye hu se de be ya mo be we need the sympathy of Ghanaians.
A constitutional provision, not any act of law or any subsidiary law or any law that is also subservient to the Constitution of Ghana. A constitutional provision clearly on the face of it is being breached without any apology. And the best description of it in Canada is at the end of Ukrainian and the Amanayo. And a sort now. We prefer to know the Bobia. And our parliament is a young no. Near my executive arm and uncle, and yet you're so more. And I should be able to think once more. And so I reject that comment or that attention from anyone. Now, if I know or Busia, on Fanning for due process, will be catch yourself. No, direct TV so. Honorable member, who wants to table more, who you see. Yes, that argument can be made. But the work we need to know. Integrity and reputation is also important. We have every responsibility as a people to protect that reputation and protect that democracy that we have. In the crowd. What not enough for due process. Apart from the one who know TV, that there was some amount of provocation. Lawyer for a number of cases or the law report. There are a number of things that we put in court. Until you go deeper. Now, because, hey, that's something else in a few. So, I say, then you know. So, the day, because, hey, I did it. I had the power. But I don't kind of want to say, so you hesitate slowly. In the contemplation of the premise of the Constitution, they knew that on the face of a number of issues, it might look A, but going deeper into it, it will be B. So you take your time and you follow the due process. Then you get to the bottom of the matter. because there are a number of people that the investigation can also reveal that no more part of what happened. And then American said, TV, they say TV. The mimi who selling the Tiabano, mimi who Minya Befi. Said the Ghana point there, that's what I said to be fair. I don't look so the kind this is one there. To be fair. But the investigation will also give you an opportunity to find out the other people who were also part of this shameful act. The investigation will let you even know how it happened, whether there was a provocation, whether there was something illegal, and people felt that we have to protect the Constitution. And protecting the Constitution, anyhow, anyway, sometimes may even be legal. Because when it comes to protection and preserving the Constitution, it does not matter the form and shape. So you take your time. No issue. No baby, I said, now who we are. If I'm before, now to one for. You're not in own way. Means I am supporting what happened. No, I am not. And that the partner or I mean, who's a mess I won't. That's not part of me.
The minority demanded immediate reversal of the suspension. More timelines be, and as soon as man something favorable from the speaker, and I'm on to from you.
Well, the minority has a number of options. But of course, we won't put our arsenals out. We have a number of options. I said, there were all kinds of things, and there were all kinds of CAU. That is why I am going to expatiate on what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That does not mean that is the strategy of the minority. They want to educate the people when it comes to the procedural issues at a war of parliament when it comes to matters of this nature. And the local and also the local for a review of the biggest decision. Well, just for purposes of education. The Speaker of Parliament, Emma, in a statement like this, not a ruling war on the floor of Parliament, not a ruling no. And yeah, idea when did you want? You're not for which is the standard orders of Parliament. Emma, members of Parliament, and NASA leaders of the House, an opportunity to have either a re-hearing of the matter, that is if the person has been heard, and I say for the Speaker to review the decision. Until you go by way of the motion. You go by way of the motion. You make an application over quarter motion actually say one make an application also the supporting affidavit account whereas in the quarter the fan of the camp. But in Parliament you go by way of a motion, make an application to the Speaker of Parliament. It says, Mr. Speaker, with the greatest of respect, we in our belief it is upon hindsight. And can we have protection? You want to say, maybe I just send them for 2 years. And if I think I had a 2, and based on so and so, based on this article, based on this standing on this, then which former Speaker of Parliament then we then speak an Indian someone. If so, speaker no, who say, maybe or not, you are infallible. And maybe I dare no, or have a can say when you can want, if you are in Garcia and I will say. If you have a Speaker of Parliament who believes that you are infallible, or you're fallible, that's what I am. So, if you have a Speaker who believes that you are infallible, they are not a problem. What that means is, they say, say, application and motion now, what they are. So, when you know, maybe other lawyers may even advise him secretly. But unfortunately, you may still not find him to agree to what they're saying. That discretion is for him. That discretion is for him. But when it happens like that, the minority can have other options, which we do have a number of options available to us. We have so many options at our disposal that we can employ going forward, just to make sure the right thing is done. I'm sure in the coming days, the minority will take a decision. But let no one think that any doing or omission of anybody in any circumstance will cow the minority from doing its civic responsibility. We owe it to the people of Ghana. We owe it to our party. We owe it to ourselves, the people. And so, you will do what in our estimation we believe that a yard Ghana for anybody home, a yard party comes with anybody home. So let no one ever think that we be cowed to submission. It's not going to happen.
Honorable, you better say no pain. I would have walked in till you be say, dear course, immediately now, oh, dear course near the Adina say, Emperor Kobase, indeed, my MPs Nibi are found culpable of the sea, you know. How do you think our such be crying? Saying,
oh, a such an idea, your map on the can consider such an circle, and a medical show no, say, or the 130. So, to the Panoya Bonnie, I said, I have been wire bonnet. I mean, 4 days will hold the man. So I had been so that the end over 8 days. And I said, the third instance, I'll be not 12 days. I mean, there's no space for nothing, anything like 2 weeks. There's no space for that. Within our right to also say that I didn't have possible. We will not do anything. Don't papa no one will take it. A year 9 this for quite a bit. Let the committee sit. We support the committee. We support any committee that will want to do the work of the privileges committee. We support the committee, and as a committee, we are very human. So, yeah, human, our pass off. So that, yes, I am very shameful. CBO. Remember, you see this as an opportunity to also advise my colleague MPs, whether MPP and DC, more especially the NDC, because you see, I want almost more numbers. So, Parliament, and so the word Parliament, they come from Casa, the friend of Parley, to speak. You won't even found better Parliament, I don't think better Parliament. Even at the committee level, you don't want us to speak. I know there's a problem about the media. Someone to win, never get to the senior yet. Now, for the so fair, now it's the problem about. So, we should be allowed to have our say. We should be allowed to speak and have our position. Then, there's have a consensus. Yeah, said here. Just me and yours here. But if anybody wants to play on our intelligence and make us feel that we don't exist because they are minority few, that's when we always have a problem.
Honorable pay a bedwas. Ya no honorable Echo Vincent Asifo MP Tafo Constituency and ya no atwetwe nkomo ni na afa bigidi esa na anu fiada na asem crowd ase etiye as Speaker of Parliament ayen sa na no de siye ewa appointment committee asetena me ko wi ase enkonwa wo mo appointment committee for no atena ho ene microphones a wo mo kasem mentimi wanse bi ba ye ntia wo mo sese no Speaker say ohwemu no mrase bedwafo baako 4 ena wo mudi mu aprepreja minority ya miensa ena majority ni baako. Speaker so suspend wo mo na sa suspension yi na edom kuma se wo mo ntiase eno nkomo ne ne honorable Eko Vincent Asifo atwetwe nkomo a wo kiremu se tia wo mo ntiase na has to do with ekwan ya speaker fa so enye kwan pa enye kwan trodo na oba speaker no anim se bibi se isi mrase bedwani bi kodi nsemone ana wakoya de anya ye wakwanya ye de ne fa so na ye kama yie to yie na so twi bi wo kra ye de ma no na free speaker anyway mjidi eso tie nkomo yinti the minority side of asema ba ye titru ni speaker asotwe o de ba ye no wate no watchaba pons ma miensa 3 minutes after 8 yada setin konwa so KFM Ade Akye Abia yabekọ peye mantamu na yama no bofo peni o we peye mantamu obofo Michael Akrofi waboya mane senior high school abrante bia owo form 2 yeso akotono pa e ma asema ba obofo mache obofo Michael Michael Akrofi ena yeni da kwanse ensa beka no no aboya mane is it true no krese form 2 SHS form 2 abemu a sebi na yasa kwa ni dechi akokono emu akotono pa wanto no kwampa so nti asema ba ho na yenkwa na Michael emoyemu obafo mache
yemi asofo
na bokode
o nyame tiase na wo so
nyame adom ekromu kakrakra form 2 abemu eni yese ne ho aka
oba ne omo ho aba asem omo ye nanche beenu
enye ba kumpo
omo ye mienu
wow enkomonko
ofa school form penny form da eye achim osem Savior senior high school ano ewo hwa ena abanche ba ko dom cadet edi meka kitikiti e ba ye penny fu school penny fu muntie me ko science lab na ti honom na me ko ye no school dine classroom na wo na a business class no na ye yonku ba ko a ye friend Michael sapon na wenye fisher du wotwe oni abaywa ba ko a wenye fisher du 9 form ani abaywa of na sulele na o sese o fan wo honom enu echi no ba ko so awro ne ho a se we wi o so no so fa so pa pe yo eye yima no amfo wenye fisher du son na school pen say what school help him because we need etoso mienu and ombeko omko no mton sa first manche den ni ampa omtitu mu say omne abayo a we fi shedu nan no ada eno no msan say e ba ne sin and abaya ne che say omo ho na Michael no esoma amfo say eye yima no so omefre ne mra na eja odi nachi na onyim no deda so eja waba form 1 dey na we Michael no form 2 dey na me senior e bia no person o chen abede nti na odi nachi omukwa no so ye na nanti kakra omunam ho no ma na Michael catcher yi ma so kan cha ba ya no say ni blue balls aba na se ye ne ya ndi sabaya no bebo na eti yi ma so catcher aba na ba ya so mebo no sabaya no onima de kodi ya so ni blue balls so onimo ono ani gejirege no so bebo no nti ampa yi ma no catcher Michael sabaya na de penie enom se ne yen ko hye business class one of essence will be any ho. Sometimes no school no sports kinemu den. So mo share science lab one and a Michael no catch up and say and on one who kwatrekwa abayan bon who kwatrekwa Emma afi Michael no what you say or signing in a bema said Esha Bayano Enum and Michael no signing in sa said the year yes or yena on Abayan a die. It's a nuna imano and so Edina Hon was say, Mike, Femina Makofa Namana, my airline now go through now say what to me actually the F-man and leave me the F. It was bra, you manage to say, or no, the ordinance Sakeke. And the FIFA on the manka, why a crowd of Babe in the so yeno, and a cadet in ever torso. Into your no run home with you. Now so, or no say, one fat, 1 year so you know, mensa, and no mushe, and almost okay, fine. So what one now, post for more atmosphere, a buyer of the summer pretty, at your mouth, my post for, and I buy on some tone start a friend of mine, and mammy can't be. And nobody has some echo down pussy for my own DHC. Now, my chef and ne. What don't they call a court? Now, court to exit in I was and Yamaho some name of upon the summer. Across our team of him, Savior, senior high school, no at home. And to Kwame, yes, no, yet you need DHC at the court to the basic piano. Yes, I'm coming yet here for.
Abayan to go school, why be?
But I say,
Lady no go school, why be?
Of course, we are student to one more from 1, and as I'm answered the news, so I walk from 2, almost senior.
Now, I idea where you are, dear, that's it. That's secondary school, dear, Ade Akye BBC.
Then an American, we near Tosun, SC, I was a school one. Emma Ade Akye say no. School headmistress and the first post for my post for the chase our branch channel and the nipper back on it and the student in a quay and no answer concern a woman answer also not a moon feeling a quay in Kaka and in time shut down question but wait there if you shed to 9 and I manche then backward 18 years, backward 17 years and on not share a business class or area and so on business not to say or fun actually business no.
And you don't take more and your consensual name. Now we'll come off for son.
Oh, what's your man? As a Bayani Casa Munisania or Yeno. So, though medical reports, no, post for say, no mammy, ain't to me and farm bar nechi. Moment say, Abia, a mona, and I say, almost for so, and I did this. Nemo, you teach a Casa man, as a Bayano or Unima de Codia, maybe I know why you be that. It's a copy say, doctor report beba near business say or share and now on near bida and I'm 19 I understand a honey bit me who say your shana say not or your crab in the Madakodia and Mantian here because we because the blue balls abba into Buami, my ACM ya now I buy a Ulima was saying Nebuau, no idea opinion, Nebuau. Now you see you one, no wrong. I got Usin I say wrong, no wrong. Now immediately and the Sakobasa. It's a local court. Maybe to a chibianum, yes, one can make it here for
Michael and Pempis and Sembisi, see, I am not a Becako, yes, a train on Comaya, or Mudu, a train so. I will cry no in the Giski or in the gay or campus one. That is a seer. A member excuse be a yawamade Emanono. Where they see and one thing come say, do it your own.
Oh, there be another and come by a chase, I say, Abia, and employment, as I say, as I say, Mountain crown. Yes, so moving train. And I buy a issue at Timothy, but only a bodies. It's the entity or a girlfriend and I'll be this. Then must say, or minimum who answer girl, a best school one. With a boy by a woman, almost to be bodies, which me cook a cotard and I'll be in the way shining Nimuna and Sana. I buy a best school and a master down. Now could be a thing. It's whether or any girlfriend or any day we were 18, we were 14. And I'm 17, and I'm a side, until I'm running in the better.
Yo, ya better, Mamma Court, and I court to Becano, ya betty.
Men, so forth.
That's it. Michael Akrofi, and a day I'm on boy free at some or CM in the eastern region of Ghana, a day Abrayano. School memoir, oh, Mujana Form 2. I will be Baba Yaw, number school, Form 1. Wamna kwa share classroom ba kwanka wamoya ya nyadwa don't want man bona Mike de bre no. Now what about pounds Medubako 11 minutes after 8. Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM Sinina. Going forward, Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Dr. Dubuaten anopeyi was say ye tie bia no ye nipa da sani di eden ya yare bi mfra mabefa ho. Na said they say ba utrim say eja wonta ade aye dada opem no na enye boutique e na bebe wadwene mu a counter e na bebe wadwene mu. Say ekom de wo anopeyi say me pe this way anom yi. E na Esther adwene ba metrimu a mafre no. Say na dawroma wo meye bi mame. Say na say eba no apomuden yare bi afa ho yare bi pese ba wura oni pedue nim wa otumi se ohun na monye wiye wa otumi se ohun sisi ho so a Dr. Dubuaten se ekwan wo ho so obetumi afre no enimonimu ya na se bibi ena ebeye wo a wa kire wo anu aduro ntem sanso so ebi ade na ba ama de aduru de wa otumi se ade doctor ene Dr. Dubuaten se bra Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic obeba beto one na doctor for ne nurse for ne abefu mfidi a wokọ India ubehu bi wokọ US wokọ Europe ubehu bi wode sayare ma yare ne kwa emabiem na homeopathy kwan yo fa so sayare nti no side effect edra ye de ma wono nkotwetwe yare bi amabiew enti for yare kodan Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic nanya ayaresa ayesio banka assured stroke, prostate cancer, hepatitis B, infertility, premature ejaculation, chest pains, gonorrhea, syphilis, ulcer, BP, and hypertension, diabetes, yare bia. Patro Fakodan Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Amane nka wonto okra. Dr. Dubuaten number 0244 86 7068 0244 86 7068 and 0274 23 43 21 0274 23 43 21. Dr. Dubuaten said 30 minutes day in the morning. And son of Beko consulting room no. Numbers no bet me afraid. Or chain. Not the year will be a one chassis. One yard won't tap friend. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Oh, by Wabaja, sir. Ama Yarian Kunua. You was shell signboard or Spinters Road. Tema Community 25 year Benkuana so hotel. Kumase Kronoma Bohia ye ben NJ School Complex. Anatakra the Anaji Estate. Queen of Peace ye ben Anaji Police Station. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Oh, ayare she anya ayare sa ho toso. Giendi na bra na ubenya ayare sa. Bekwa mo no so na makodi enkomo yi. Anka ne pa Deputy General Secretary de ma wo so na manyoku NPP. Eye nana Obribuan. Nana mache.
Ndase.
Na watu etwemu na ye twetwe nkomo no neja. Oho dodo kakra na Dr. Krama wunu se fana rest kakra. Na watu ye kodi weekend yi ba ye ene etisen.
Mekope ai konkroma oni konkroma.
Dabio.
Dabio fan konkroma. Itete na ha no wasi no waso no so. Ono mo wia ninian echene ayi bia bet enno no epese quantity kunyi no. Konkroma. Onum konkroma pe wati apawi.
Yare bia na de na ye wo no.
Jaka ye nim ye de ye akurasi fu de ye kan sebere ohun fawa ana wabre ana buhu ana se ya fa konkroma. That is Ade Akye Abia amen. But you know the African no na ye be problem is say untimi susu o ye shedan susu. If you a glass no anum
Also, rainy season no, would diano, I see one. The water content, dry season, I want water content. Until I don't know, maybe be drawn a cacran. Yes, I be unclear. But no, you said that, and yet, no, your book, no way, your boy, a trema, your boy. That's better. No, you're moving him there. I be drawn a yamayan. But then, say, above droning you. Above drone the diagnosis, I am not sure I will say, you say, maybe I saw a diabetic patient. You should know what you should do. What I say, oh, we are, you should know what you should do. I'm a profund there. But no, with recent developments, no, a profund there, no, frat, and before the, no, kakran. I think we are making a headway. We are making a headway. And we need to do more. You know, we need to do more. LDA for now, one person be registered, Bruno. One more register. Because only been here, only so be a drawer. They have to get registration from FDA and not.
I see.
It is okay, so it's good. Yeah, I have a topic and as well.
But that's it. Nanansani beba mrasibe jofie no. Wo de mame fa free wakate. Enso atremai no kotoko. Enra, omusi Ghana Premier League akansie. Now the most unfortunate incident ya announce that you say in this contemporary football time ebetumi esi wo Ghana taking a cue from May 9th disaster day and a couple of others esi we still nana say yenyan ru ho insu atremane kotoko ending with one being stabbed
me na awia no na me follow no news item na nje kotoko for the bus na ko na womo ebre enti obi Sunday Mercy say ebinum ba kuma se na womo ko park ya womo mre yeso ye de ko binum krum na ye ko park ya na ye ebre. So I followed it, but somewhere along the line because of Manchester United Crystal Palace in Manchester United Crystal Palace. The Manchester United lose you no ape. And I quickly remember Arsenal Man City. No, I think earlier on Barcelona versus Alaves. Barcelona versus Alaves. So a point in time, ne referee kotokone shatrama information na ne monitor. Inti me yire na City Arsenal City wie no na me san ba kotokon. Na me say o ma wo bi kura se kana ma wawu. Ana me boa. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. And yeah, it's unfortunate. I would say it's unfortunate. I mean, I say we did be mana we did for. Because I said me yanti mwa. Enye mame say meka say we did be mana we did for. Something I make say it's unfortunate. But incidents like this, you know, Ghana Football Association, Emamundo Musuko, Nani Owo Sikaman. Yen treating me say football. Yen treating me say wakum nipa. It's a crime. Na yen twina so pa. Abote o mutimi twia so, na yen twia so gase. Wo asem yi. Enye fe kura. Fe wana asem do, wana asem nye do. Bia wo bisikane. Nipa wu. Enye ne kwanso a. Enti yebetima domu siko because we tell na wo moko park no a na bus no amanfo mpene no se na ye mitimi nya video no hwe no ikuwa bi se nipa no be prekura the one second there will be photographs available because we be wura no kura mpo no na obi twa ema ye nya hwe ya na omu wura mu na ye pinche no there could be photographs available. I think at the tail end of the game, and I'm saying Shatreshe Kotoko 1-0. The tail end of the game. The whichever 3 points no be winning, and 3 points no be losing. Me will be behind here. And Yamika says Nipa da Saniu. Nipa da Saniwa. 3 points will be winning you. 3 points will be losing you. Media me and Hammy. And because Nipa, na Nipa Bia, Nipa, or Yonkoda, and Oda. Me a me pe ball betime nya sa ma ne ho no entina mani aso gon ano pe me na wo kasa e ya we hosam enyefe mama yenhwe na yenya no ye ball no ye ma wo hwe bruchire die ya kama upa koye ntutrasem afidie no dawo so ye chiwa ye bam in most cases Italy and Spain obi eye racial attack cry timi identify no ya fine no racial attack that is obi this kind of obi. So we need to do more. We need to do more as a country moving forward. And that class, so I say, yeah, advice here, supporters. You say you streamlining the registration of supporters. It could well be a you can fracture. The Pakokra or the second way. You could not yen shut the mind supporter, registered supporter. As 1 year, on the say, abandoning shut the mind. There 4.4 matches, 5 matches. Asamaba. It is like the fifth October for Kwa. Omoko attack from Paul Manson. That incident in Asia. Community think about for Quarry. The incident because no about first 2 matches the crowd about for Quadakani. But that incident is here in the map of Fakwa. So it's quite disturbing to hear such news. More especially me, I'm in trouble. Obesha, the Flifida, Obesha, Nemeneda, Obesha, Kwesida, Obesha, and across Chelsea, and West Ham.
Yeah.
And so, Oberhe. What I say, no, kudos or share, go be power, my shot, number be. Yeah, a ball. You got a ball. You di ball. You fra ball. It is Obiako ball, Munasa, Wua. As I say, oh, yeah. As a pa. And it's unfortunate. I think that's a way dear, Quadia. Omugamuskopa. Not Fedia. You na what Timmy what come me, what my bono. And it is last season. Na Ombe promotion, Team Biko baby. No be or mobile and say, as officiating and say, Adia so no to share that. Go for no quiet, the points na another team. I'm another team. I qualify. I'm told say that team is now playing the Premier League in Ghana.
Ghana.
Ghana. Ghana ya. Minka team is in Ghana ya. So that is it.
Nadia ne bebama ye kwoshobo. Yedan ya senka ye nanka players ni bi kra na ebi yes because be on the field of play no obi bibi to say dia na no Zinedine Zidane Italians na na beka World Cup bi a Zidane head batting na ha ye be nwa say be on the field of play ni bi a player bi koyo obi bibi o ka bibi tire no provoking no do to na but these are supporters are Japan.
You know we have fanatism. Yeah. Fanatism. And yes, and crowd, be a fanatics. In religion, you get religious fanatics. In football, fanatics. In amorous escapists. Amorous escapists, just a mappe and a mappe. Baby pebe maybe a udi wagura obawa sekan. Baby maybe peba udi wagura obawa sekan. So fana is a behavioral pattern. I want the problem. Kina say, Oko, Mr. Gassi, na memano, we show no kore, we say no kora. Mpata, Johnny Frio. Oko baby, a man on no sanon pa titrunu. O mom no san pa na ti show. And now we yadia, now we adia, and I'm quite way there, now we am quite way there. Argument in a Kosora, you quickly leave the scene. Because the possibility to be back crack, be back botwa, not there will be. I mean, fanatism is there. Obi bako kwa bia obeko enu wa proper answer na obeko pack. So is anamia se minia modern ntio. Me na mane me sonso me ho. Me no mane me sonso no o se ye bape home no wagane. Ye bape home no wagane. So fanatism abrochire or abibrema or onka se abibrema nkwana. But abrochire they able to control the crowd. I'm saying Israel best call France. France have to beef up security. And what more fear, what more police force, you prefer the brave mobile because Israel baho. Because obviously himself in religion to Timu war, Jew nimba across the Kanya or 22 so there's fanatism all over. Diane Sukua party I support cry. Political party supporters, fanatism. MPP NDC for supporters BC BG when it come beating Bornum no Monsa. This is so dear, Biba Tutu. So it's a behavioral pattern. Psychologists will tell you it's a behavioral pattern. Fanatism. But in fact, and I say hard drugs so induce super Wakwakono ne blue. Wakwako huya near essay huya nibi. Wakonombi, Akoye, and also Okopak no Mumbia. It to me a hypo. Nasabi, you be cram pacho, Mr. McCarthy for. You be crack of a bar. Or send me crack of a beer, send me to my Tananas watch. And all the handset and libido. So yeah, so it's quite unfortunate, and you know I mean condemn A or B, but it's unfortunate. We need to be serious about this matter. I say yeah. Then you no.
Nana, you better say. Now away from Iswatremano Kotoko Machi na Yamram Lasibajofie. Before the weekend in Speaker of Parliament. The Jinaya we see wo nano de see your appointment committee assetting us make we say even tables and the microphones are committee members no etnetire kase wo mu no wo ma say no misunderstanding bia e bae na mrasibja for 4 minority 3 majority 1 was suspended wo mu na eno na minority so say speaker na mo na wo 2 ye no Wanfa emra ene hyehyeye so enti on withdraw on reverse antisa obeto omonka and now you emra nim ni and when you edi asem so achi your initial comment starting from appointment committee they see ye ewo
well you see veteran or vete mama no kwai asem bi opebia obebisa in law, a firm relevance and admissibility. Chasem no bebisano and Tasumwa, the chairman of the committee, na Ubuva. But I think I don't know Bisa, you know, dear so far. No, of that, open the credibility of the witness. Credibility or testing credibility. Your cousin honorable could get a black baby out in a hoya hand by it's about $15,000 or $30,000 a month. How do you get the money? We saw honorable Sam George say, okay, I say maybe be a woman and when a support or semi support. Now we are quick about so I say we have tweet we just the man one is so 50. So that we should allow them. And I think I recommend the MPP minority. They made me proud. They made me proud. Say yes. Yeah, we have the men, and we have the women. The first time I said, be just a lawyer Darko and a lawyer now overshare Napu and I know. Share how they have conducted themselves. Cool, calm, collected Patrick Boama as usual. Very strong. And for Efo Afenyo Makin. You know I'm calling him Efo. What do you say? Hello?
Nana Mitio.
Afenyo Makin, you know, is from Volta region. Then I'm from Efo Afenyo Makin. Volta and then Central. Efo also.
Nana, where they are okay, they are Mwaka crew Afenyo Makin from Volta.
Yeah, our parents are not back of Volta region. I think the mother or the father.
I see. And then we live from Central region.
Efo was if why are there? If for Wizo, Etra, this year, I guess, let's go. So, if for a phenomenal Martin, why are there? And you sit down and you say, look, MPP, we have the men. Jerry from Wages, some place. That also a lawyer. And you know, the lawyers have made us proud as lawyers. They've made us proud also as members of the New Patriotic Party. What were my loss, ma, ya lusu ya noa, ya numatono. Oshese no musi a conduct proceedings. Now, Mao, and so MPP, Akye Nemuya. So they are doing well. Now, one more veteran, no, Koso. On the other side, some of the NDC, foreign social appointees, they've done well. We show how they've been answering questions. I'll take my good friend, Kujata Blakwa. As they say, Sub-Judge, the body language and the demeanor, honestly, I'm not comfortable. The body language, the demeanor, and the responses to some questions, that doesn't be very honest. I am not comfortable. But my FO Kujato Ablakwa, FO Wizo, there's FO Suso, why are there? And then Rashid Pepu, also I think I enjoyed his then the Ashanti regional minister having his responses, his historical references. Mame and
Dr. Mwakoyene.
And it the break. So as a mercy, pinche pinchaba. Why? And then the regional minister, Bono region, also a lawyer, he did well. Then as a mercy, pinche yaba. Hana kofa be one and kofa by. Also my suspending nipa and nine. Let me have it on record. Say, I disagree completely with the speaker. Why? You see, in law, there's something known as the Ode Akye Party. Nature say, Nyankopono, bo Adam if okay se be nyadua babi na bedi ye no. Yes, Nyankopon koya no pam Adam. Yes, Nyankopon koya no pam if. Nyankopon ka kire be se duaba mu ni na ada no madi. We the ba no so be wo. Say. Ode Akye Party ma bi kwan na on chechiri. So ukosore amapa na ukokan say ika say ma suspending ni panai na mate 7-member committee to investigate that. You know, you look at 1st February. 1st February, Saturday. Publication, graphic, front page. On a medium ma suspending ni panai over chaos. Then mate 7-member committee to investigate. Then investigated yet. And you know, the speaker is the lawyer. And you should know, the Ode Akye Party, you should have given them the opportunity, let them appear before the committee first. And then thereafter, committee no can suspend the woman, fine. No, me and Yamon, fine. No, I'm saying.
And so what could be the reason behind the haste?
Maybe. If also fair. Me suspend ya. Me de come as we so we the moving cassette my cassette speaker. Maybe I said me suspend ya. Minority for Mubufu. Minority for Mubufu ombe bokoto. Ombe koto ani kese kwemu adaho. Me just vet na it.
Nana just as it happened on Friday. Friday say Emra minority for no call, you know. Climate ministers obisa oba 10 minutes kura we nya eno mu wie then for minister no so by lady be
all of us who MPP who NDC who Ghana and you We are loyal. Let us condemn the action the speaker took. I will condemn it unreservedly, even though he's a friend, even though he's my senior. But no credit back. My committee no entrance. My committee no any my committee no fan issue Mobi any opportunity. Ebe no otobo. Ebe no obo table no so. Ebe no twetwe ahoma. Even yenina yeni tia. Even yenina yeni tia no. Even in murder cases, yakochi obi. The second no twetwe bi pa. A long trial on that thing. CCTV actually obi a wa bokro no. That's on the net around because udi fa na udi dam. These things are glaring. These things are obvious. So when the speaker says, "My take committee," na my suspending him for. I mean, we don't do that. That is wrong. That is improper. That is never done anywhere. That is never done in any enlightened society. Sabi, kafrache. Syria no me, North Korea ne, Putin ne, Belarus no kurampun. I am not condemning, but I'm saying that speaker, I'm being bold enough to tell you, speaker, say, we are waiting, and you're not okay. Now we are committing out here for Sobenos. What's suspended by we? After one for candy you. Young Kwabo, you ain't to know near the question of the money. It is never done anywhere. Law, a very classical case in you, a Winnie versus West African Council. It is so classical, common. The principles of audio term party, a Winnie. For yeah, Bolega Secondary School, no, as I'm saying, now why keep trying session, the court. It is a very important case for every Ghanaian. We are loyal, a Winnie versus West African Council. So important, classical. Ukuru song na mukura a Winnie case in the year Juma. Amamremo a Winnie case a year Juma. A Winnie versus White. Well known case is a Supreme Court case and it is reported. So we are lawyer now so one tier Winnie. Now speaker should be the case on tier Winnie versus White. You know, any obwa. Very important. And answer Yankopono capture Adam. If Mumra, I can't say Munya Biaba. Even God gave them the opportunity. We call the Odi or term principle in law. Speaker Nyadia, Mumma Nankan Chance of Nyadia. He has done a great disservice to this country. Wanyadia says about that, send your own parents. I don't do that. You can be in NDC, but in Kasa Speaker, you can be in MPP in Kasa Speaker. Meaning answer why not the council don't know. So, what is something? What is that? We are seeing now be it, you're not much man tonight. Listen, it. So, why not the this is alien. Procedurally is improper. It's alien to the rules of the natural justice. Okay. After the committee, what I then view. Not just you must respect the speaker, you must also respect the MPs. Respect them. Committee not my committee one day, 7 Mumra. Committee the by the close of the day, also must suspend the woman. Yeah, but yes. That was when you adhere to the principles of the audio or telling person. No, please, because of the card, let me rest here. With my submission. Didn't do well.
On the issue of selective justice in this case, where the minority is arguing, say, assuming without admitting, say BBSC, ama speaker, regardless of the fact that say on go through the due process, now one receive fear, speaker fasu to an among assembly says here, what relegates that process no into oblivion yet. So, Kokra straight now, what MPs supposedly, what did the course no preja. In the video, no, you can count more than 4. Why the 4?
Why the 4? Why 3 MPP? Why 1 NC? Why 3 MPP? Why 1 NC? Everybody else say, yeah, we the 1 year by the close of the year. You bet come on yourself. You come on yourself. You can't see any Miami. Then I'll be talking about Abakosam. You come on yourself. Because why MPP 3? Why NDC 1? And you know, so bad now, Jim. I don't know because you're young, you're Koso. Naman for a young. I don't know, maybe a chairman, some MPs took Parliament hostage. And so one country, no one suspended them. You are the same speaker. And I did some nearby. And I did some nearby. And I TV in the young moon, your Koso. Naman for a young Wayant. Young Nayanity again in the Koso. So why 3? And then why 1? It's not the best. No, you are stabbing democracy at the back. I don't expect a speaker who is a lawyer by profession to go to a tangent. Why 3? Then I didn't saw you win 3. Then I didn't saw you win 1. Master, I'm home, so now we tell you as a fool now.
Oh, no, who could the last one? Who could in as much as the speaker, Penchrimua would be natural, say he has aired. Now, a business say, regardless of what he has done, no, for the minority to say, there was a dangerous precedent and an attack on democracy. The speaker, is it Ade Akye a merited such description?
Someone boycott one.
But be said minority because the speaker, a very dangerous precedent and attack on democracy. A be said minority for how many casadodo.
No. Unjamika is stamp at the back of democracy. Because I want the contour. So the minority for the country are right. He didn't adhere to the rules of the game. There was a serious violation of the natural justice rule. So, they are right. They are right.
All right.
What? They are right.
Nana, my home.
No, okay.
My home said they are working now. Na yen reserve the aka na ntisa said they are born training some ya obejai amanyo se media be ha dwene pa nti ye mo ahome anope that say na no bribu ahe yanka ne deputy general secretary anka ne pa deputy general secretary the man was na manyoku NPP na ye ne no twetwe enkomo no bringing the time to 44 minutes into 4. Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM so any ye dan wa wo mrase bedwafie esan se afia aba na ye die se nam so a eda apaso na ye dan no na ye be kwa man so na yakwa akodi enkomo ni na has to do with mrase bedwafie parliament dia akoso speaker decision na wateki a minority se wo mani engine anka ne so mrase bedwani honorable Seche Mensa Bonsu yenye no amano so a ye no honorable ebo asemi ho nkomo honorable mache
you so bro na what dey say nya wakasa fi Pluto so no o number no you sound so distant
ye ba jo afi dey ye
ene papa bia na se kasa na hote dey ye mfa na sa
ayo
ye de media dey ye mfa na sa
ye te papa wa ye te ye mo awoda panso so
oh metidas
ye zranya mpamba on say ya me da na me quotation me pepper the last verse of Psalm 91 or say with long life I will satisfy thee enti eno ne ye mpa ebo aja yesre ewrade ede ama
man ti hono o say Psalm 91 last verse what you say
na Psalm 91 verse 16 or say with long life I will satisfy thee.
Oh, okay. Okay. Long life no ye na mo ahoden so nka ho.
Sa pepe.
Na the necessary resources so nka ho.
You don't want to be a burden on your family. You don't want to be a burden on society.
Wow.
And the name Boadia, no, am I the necessary compliments?
Yadnina Becca home.
That's it.
Oh, no, we said that son of pay na. Yeah, but when I son of pay ya, dear Suam Raseba fee. Now, no, now what you chamu appointment committee are sitting Uncle Ye, Emma speaker 2-1 among say. Why are you shamu with them Raseba 4-9 and a dim more representative? Watch room, my sense. Honorable Yebisa, minority son among speaker 2, you know, and yen a quanswan into one reverse it. Where do you drink check a crowd you see, you know?
Oh, you make a pity and say, you see, you know. So there were a summer will be something. What would you see? MKE. What we are saying, MKE. Chrisana will be something. What we are didn't see an MKE.
Sapa Pepe.
And in I get him say, at the end of the day, said it. And yes, and Papa. We will say regrettable. And any grassy. And after you, Parliament, no. And you will cry down a Parliament. I found Ben as a cry. Oh, indeed. So, here, Senior, your map on no car. Article 122 of the Constitution, no car. Any standing orders idea, Jumano, Order 30, in particular, paragraph C of Order 30, no Ekanoa. MKE. MKE, you cry. Not the television cameras and na obi tini sorry fi masibi jeni tini sorry fi yo tie ko bo bi minimum kaje ti antoko bi nezi na enim gase so nti ye orders no bi o mo amfa anya hwe eno man ma pon no o mo amfa anya hwe chete enim gase sem na nye wo mo amoye no ko na egu wo mo ankata enim ase o ku appointment committee no enim ase Parliament Nankasa in Sweden. Or many kidnapping can be no. No, my no, a great massacre. So, so can you have a minia, so the can say, and Chay. So, na a multi when you speak a yard, Jane say, Kian a mountain, so, a dear no, the Kian a mount be sent a bear. I didn't see no insane you will be chance if you can the same figure. The most figure. The intention now open out the two and a mono. Like I said, hold them in the yard. The big crime in the yard, and ye say, sending now okay, say was watching with the beer saying. They were so much saying, suspend the woman. A honor ye, man, no more. And then I say, that's the new seat of Parliament. Speaker, oh, I say, if I know, obey a son, or my own film, I should be the fear. Now, my young kind of see Parliament in the politics. As I still know, Parliament, Mrs. One, the presidents of Parliament, no, you'll be John Quine with actually. But the remaining part of the day, like as I say, no do back. If you are going to be no, I go for no municipal parliament. If you rather municipal parliament. Now, since I have a committee, so they are committee chairman. No, so, and now, no, I say, no, very obvious say, thank you for in field. I don't know, committee in the sea. So, now, speaker, no, I'm a committee chairman, and yes, I know what yes, him. Oh, yes, I want to be. It seemed to Kaka. So, no. I say, was suspending a move for now, you know. Let me give you say, I said, Mojashi. I said, so, I said, Mojashi, and the man speaker say, was suspending a move now to me, to be saying, now to me. Now, again, you be say, speaker, who say, oh, yes, so, order, yeah, orders, no, order 5. And I can't, so be here, yeah, excluding the exclusion of this orderly member, or the 65 and on the wall. say see Parliament speaker and free for the remaining party. Committee so a committee chairman in union free. The speaker medical so see and she so yes and then now what happened what almost what trash after a no yeah I can say answer a committee in 7 moon or education cafe maybe see piano or cafe share Parliament say another uncle for before Ibu Mopono. Hey, and you might say no metrica. A buying for the capre, and also mining for the captain cushion. You bet and the monetary, the uncle for him. Now, yes, you know, okay, ye others now, medical can once a month. Or the 86, no. Obedience and the manner, the privileges, all foul of the privileges accorded members, and also in contempt of the Parliament. Or the 36, no. They acquire and for so. So, as soon as speaker can, me or the 36 no so good. The guy say, oh no, I also a trash the beer become. So, indeed, na make us say, Nka Otono Boise, Emma Yedi, if anything, Asano, Echo, Privileges Committee, Nanka Privileges Committee, no Himua, Nafi, or a Yina, a walk, a Yinimuno, or the Sinimu, Nafi, Yakafe, Abia, association from our home. Parliament, Nanka Sabitia Cafe. And China trade a Parliament, and they are masters of their own rules. Parliament, no Casabitin, Jinawaka, as trade their mono. Now, so in for being couple, I know it's from the entire Parliament. And this speaker, and Moana, you could transfer no Case, Edibiaka. So, yes, now, as a speaker, no day, no echo share Parliament. I say, Parliament is the speaker, and the speaker is Parliament. And so, and Tessa, meaning, as a year, and Tinama, in the Abia, and the money be, oh, yeah. That's wrong. And the money be a while. We in the Sa, one from our contour. Now, so also the say, the deal speaker say, the Cofona or Mutio Bolipa 90. One day, go to home. You refer to committee. Na answer no. Or say, caucus no. Or any sancophone free or no for the power. What I say? And will say, chief whip no, for the minority, chief whip for the majority no. Or deputies in Silverman. Also, no, okay, standing orders now, or that 211 was some membership of a committee here. The caucus leaders in the year. In this speaker, I say, the you every hope in the way national nine. What you say? In the assay, also no, the Juma say caucus in the year, to their leaders in the year no. It cannot